Hey guys! So today I'm going to be talking you through my all-time favorite products. So this is a tag that was started by a YouTuber named Jaclyn Hill, and it's called the Ride or Die tag. So it's just products that you just couldn't live without. If you had to pick one product per category, what would it be? I've watched several other YouTubers do this video, and all of them are really helpful because it's not just the makeup product of the month or the makeup product that is new, it's just all-time favorites. Something I noticed with most of the other Ride or Die tags was there's a lot of high-end items in the videos. So this is obviously going to be drugstore products only, and these are truly my Ride or Die products. These aren't just my drugstore Ride or Die products. Like, I love these over any product that I own. So without further ado, let's get started so I don't talk forever. So I'm going to kind of go in order of the way that I do my makeup, so hopefully it'll make sense. The first product is the primer. So for primer, I use this Baby Skin primer by Maybelline. I absolutely love this primer. It's the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and for me, I want to cover up my larger pores kind of around my nose, and I have oily skin, so I want to kind of combat that and have something that's going to make my makeup last and make it go on more smoothly. And this is the best primer for that. So if you have larger pores or if you have oily skin, even if you have dry skin, this won't be drying, but especially if you have oily skin, this will be a game changer for you. This is my number one. I also have the Porefessional, and I prefer this primer over that one, so 100% obsessed with this. Now for foundation, this was probably the easiest one for me to choose my Ride or Die product for. It is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the best foundation I've ever used, ever, and I will never stop using it. I'm always terrified that L'Oreal is gonna one day just decide to discontinue it, so I always buy like 5 different bottles. I think I have 4 bottles of this right now because I just couldn't live without it. It lasts all day. I've worn this to weddings, I've worn this in the summer heat, I've worn this, you know, I put this through the ringer, and it holds up, especially if you have oily skin. This will change your life. Like, if you always have your makeup kind of melting off or oil breakthrough within 2 hours of wearing makeup, this is the foundation for you. It's amazing. For those of you with dry skin, I would try out the Infallible Pro Glow. That's made for drier skin, and it's a similar formula, and this formula is fantastic. I can't say enough good things about this. I do prefer the way that it looks when applied with a beauty sponge. I use the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. So when I use a brush, I just feel like it doesn't go on as smoothly, but with a sponge, this is unbeatable. I absolutely love it. So the next product is concealer, and I had a lot of trouble picking this one. I love the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I love the Maybelline Better Skin. But when I thought about what I've been using more than any other concealer, it is this Maybelline Fit Me. I use the shade Light underneath my eyes, anywhere I want to highlight, and then I use the shade 20, which is called Sand, for any blemishes, kind of covering up areas to match my foundation better. This concealer is very similar to the NARS Creamy Concealer, which people rave about, but it's like 10 times the price, and this is just as good, if not better, and I absolutely love it. I swear by this concealer. So by the time I get to setting my foundation and my concealer, I've done a lot to kind of mask the appearance of my pores and smooth out my face. So with the Pore Eraser and then with the Infallible Pro Matte, my face is already looking a lot more, the sun, hopefully the sun isn't making this lighting weird. My face is already a lot more smooth and even, and that's kind of the purpose of those two products. But when I go in with this setting powder, it's the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I'll show that to you guys. It looks like my face is completely airbrushed after I use this powder. It's translucent. I use mine in the shade Translucent, and it creates this kind of blurred effect over troubled areas of your face. It keeps my makeup all day long. It keeps it in place, it keeps it matte but not dry, and it provides just kind of this blurred Photoshop effect on your face, which who doesn't want that? this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but my holy grail ride or die contouring palette is this e.l.f. contour palette. It is the best. If you don't own this, please go buy it. This is the only product in here that I'll say that everyone should have. It's so affordable and it is so good. You can see right here, it's got 4 different shades that it comes with, and it's perfect for contouring because you got your cool toned brown for creating like that shadow effect, the warm tone brown for blending out and adding warmth to the face, this yellow powder, kind of similar to a banana powder to highlight underneath your eyes, and then this highlighter, which I don't use very often, but it's great for the brow bone. This is such an amazing contour palette. The level of quality in such an affordable palette is really phenomenal. The different shades are completely matte, which is rare with drugstore bronzers and drugstore contour palettes. And the tones of these are perfect for contouring. Like the cool toned, like I said, brown is comparable to, I have the Too Faced one, I have the Anastasia one, and I reach for this more than any of those. It's amazing. I love it. So for bronzer, my all-time favorite, and this is a relatively new bronzer, but it's quickly become my ride or die, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the most perfectly named product. It really is like butter. Like it melts into your skin. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just melts into your skin. You can see I've already used a good amount. And it smells amazing. Like it smells like pina coladas. So when I'm getting ready for work and I'm putting this on, I just like dream that I'm at the beach and hanging out, drinking a pina colada. But it is such a high quality bronzer. It's the perfect shade. It's not too dark, so you're not gonna look orange and you're not gonna look like you've put bronzer on. It just brings some life into your face. Love, love, love. The next is my ride or die blush. This blush is so well loved that the name is completely rubbed off, so I'm just gonna show you the pan. This is Milani Luminoso, and it is gorgeous, especially if you have kind of an olive skin tone. This blush is beautiful. It's like a peachy, shimmery blush that goes with any makeup look. It goes in the summer, in the fall, in the winter. It's so wearable, and it also has a little bit of gold shimmer in it, so you can skip highlighter and just go with this for kind of a daytime subtle highlight. I wear this more than any other blush that I own. It is stunning, and anytime I'm looking for the perfect shade of blush for a different makeup look, I find myself reaching for this one. It's just so versatile, and that's what I love about it. Now for highlight, this one was tough. I have a lot of highlights that I love, but I find myself reaching for this one the most. It is the ColourPop highlight in Lunch Money. It is just stunning. It's so pigmented. You just need the tiniest amount, and it just goes onto your cheeks and almost makes them look wet. I like that it's kind of a creamy formula that melts into your skin because it looks more natural that way than kind of a powder sitting on top of your skin. It just looks like your skin is naturally glowing, kind of naturally really glowing, but it's just this gorgeous champagne kind of golden color that I think is perfect for any makeup look, and it's what I'm wearing right now. So moving on to brows. This is a brand new product that I've recently started using, but it has quickly become my all-time favorite brow product. I posted about this on Instagram recently, so this probably won't be a surprise to a lot of you, but it's this e.l.f. lock-on liner, and it's also a brow cream, so it's a duo product. It's a liner / brow cream. I don't really use it for eyeliner. I prefer black eyeliner, but for brow cream, this is like the Anastasia Dip Brow, but it's $4 and it's amazing. So you can see it's already really well loved. I have mine in the shade medium brown, and I've been applying this with the Real Techniques brow pencil, and it goes on so smoothly. It's a perfect match for my eyebrow color, and it looks so natural. And if you're not very good at filling in brows, if you're a beginner to filling in brows, these are amazing. The colors are really easy to work with. The product's really easy to work with. It's pigmented, but it's not too pigmented to where you're gonna draw on like tattoo eyebrows. My favorite by far. I'm not sure I'll ever use another brow product again. I will, to try to test so that I can tell you guys about them, but this is my ride or die. So after I do my brows, I like to set them with some sort of a brow gel. And this one is so well loved that all of the labeling is completely gone. But I can tell you that it's the shade medium to dark. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper actually. I don't know because I can't see what it says. But I love this guy. I use this when I'm not going to apply any, if I'm gonna skip this step and not apply anything to my brows and I just want to run out the door, I'm going to the pool, I don't want to fuss with doing a full-blown brow, I'll just run this through my brows and it makes them look, like it says, plumper. It adds so much volume to your brows, it keeps them in place, and it also gives them some color. My favorite thing about it is the applicator. Besides the product is amazing, it keeps your brows in place all day, but the applicator is such a great size. You can see that. It makes such a difference in how easy it is to do your brows when it's like the perfect size to just run right through. Great product from L'Oreal. Now for eyes, I'm just gonna do liner and mascara, otherwise this video is gonna be 100 years long, probably already is. But a lot of you know my favorite eyeliner ever is this NYX Collection Nior Black Liquid Liner. And it's because of how tiny the wand is. You can get right up in there in the lash line and get the perfect sharp cat eye. I have yet to find another liner with that small of a brush, so it makes it so much easier to work with and it gives you so much more control. I love this stuff. I actually just bought a whole nother one, even though I have two. I have this fear, I swear, with all of these products that they're just gonna go away and I'm gonna be like SOL, so I like hoard them. For mascara, this one was hard. There's a lot of really great mascaras, but there's one that I just love more than all the rest, and it's this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, the full fan effect, and it's the original one. I just find that this separates my lashes. It makes me look like I'm wearing false lashes even when I'm not. It gives them a really full effect without making them look clumpy or spidery. They look natural, they just look full, voluminous, and long, and what more can you ask from a mascara? I prefer this kind of plastic tip, or plastic applicator is the kind of applicator I prefer, so I love it. Best mascara ever. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this, I'm only wearing these products right now, so all the products that I'm showing you, I just did my makeup using only these products, so you guys can kind of see them in action on my face. The only products that I'm going to mention that I'm not wearing are these lashes. I wanted to share with you guys my all-time favorite lashes. I think they're the most natural looking and the easiest to apply and just the most amazing. They're the Ardell Demi Wispies. They kind of fan out, so they are smaller here in the middle where your eyelashes are naturally shorter, and then they get longer, so it kind of gives you that cat eye effect with these lashes. They're just the best, my favorite lashes. You guys should try them. And we just have two products left. My all-time favorite lipstick. So this one, it's very obviously my all-time favorite lipstick. That's all that's left right now. But it's this Kate Moss Rimmel lipstick, and it's in the shade 14. Obviously it's what I'm wearing right now, and it's just the perfect nude. I can wear it with when I'm doing a really intense smoky eye and I just want to have tame lips but have something to define them, or when I'm going for a more natural look and I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a full-blown lipstick but still, again, define my lips. This is just my go-to, and it took me a really long time to find a perfect nude for my skin tone, for my preferences, and once I did, like, I've latched onto this, and I'm not sure I'll find another nude that I love more than this ever. And it's Kate Moss. I mean, love her. And last but not least, setting spray. My favorite setting spray I actually don't have because I just got home from traveling and I left it at the hotel. So I'm gonna show you my second favorite, but tell you about my first favorite. So my first favorite is the NYX Matte Finishing Spray. It's phenomenal. It's so misty. It just gives you that perfect mist onto your face. I love the applicator, and it keeps my makeup in place all day. So that matte spray with the primer and the Infallible foundation, your makeup is not going to move, and it's amazing. I reach for it over my Urban Decay setting spray. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But a close second is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. The only reason this isn't number one is because I feel like the applicator is a little bit more intense. The NYX one gives you a perfect just mist, and it doesn't feel like it's wet on your face. This one I feel like sometimes leaves little droplets on my face because it's a little bit of a thicker mist. But other than that, it does a really good job of keeping my makeup in place all day long, and it's beyond affordable. It's Wet n Wild, and I love it. It's pretty amazing. So that's it. Those are all of my favorite products, all of my ride or die products. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of these products or if you'd like to see any other types of videos. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.